All right, what's up, guys? So I want to talk to you guys about how I signed 4 new SMMA clients in the last 5 days, and it starts with being accountable to yourself and treating your client with the utmost respect and service delivery as you can, and making the entire customer and clientele experience as efficient, as seamless, as smooth as possible, because our jobs is A, to make them as much money as possible, and B, to make their lives as stress-free and headache-free as possible, especially if you're working with contractors. Their lives are just absolutely chaotic, and sometimes when it comes to the actual touch points a month, 2 to 3 touch points is rock solid. Sometimes some might just need less. But also, guys, an absolute golden nugget that I do with all of my clients is I send them a handwritten personalized letter with, okay, that's it for now. A handwritten personalized letter. There's something else to it, but that's absolute sauce. I cannot give that away. And basically just creating that relationship, building that bond, and basically kind of like digging our teeth into their company, their business, the relationship itself. And there's so many cool and unique ways that you can kind of just retain clientele. And think about it this way: how hard would it be for a client to get rid of you and to churn if you're an amazing client, your communication is awesome, you're as honest and ruthless in your transparency, with your honesty, and you're just doing everything you can for them, and they know it. Sending them letters, gift cards, flowers maybe, and you're just doing as much as you can for them, and you're just being as respectful and good and pure in your intentions as possible, versus not really talking to them, not really sending them anything, not really making them feel special or appreciated throughout the entire process, and just thinking about the extremes of both situations. Because when you're closer to the extreme of the first one that I mentioned, then it's going to be so much harder for them to get rid of you, unless they're just a psychopath who has no emotions and doesn't really care about you or anything. But that's often not the case. So think about the extreme and strive for the extreme as much as possible. Just like the extreme with like doing as many inputs as you can and not wasting time. That's extremely important. And putting it that way, when you think about things in that frame, and you do as much as you can for them, you overload the value, you're just respectful and pure in who you are and what you stand for company-wise, and make the entire customer experience as amazing and efficient as possible. It's going to be so hard for them to get rid of you. And like I mentioned last time, guys, when you are doing your job and you're getting them results, there's 2 different ways of asking for referrals. And the first is do it as soon as they sign up with you, and then the second is do it when things are going extremely well on the bi-weekly check-in calls that I have with all of my clients. And don't be pushy, don't be weird about it. Just be like, hey, would you happen to know who else could kind of benefit from this service? And they're going to mention, oh yeah, maybe this person, and be like, yeah, so here's the referral incentive, yada yada yada. I'm of course trying to grow my company. It would be much appreciated if you can connect us or give me the details, and we can go from there. But guys, signing clients isn't that difficult. You might be overthinking certain things along the way in the entire process in general, but most things in life, the simpler, the better. Our brains are not meant and designed to handle complex ideas and complex things. And so just create a simple process: cold outreach, warm outreach, sales funnel, discovery call onto a sales call, and from there. But again, this video's purpose is really meant just to talk to you guys about how if everything is rock solid on the front end, and every single day you think about how can I make the customer experience better, and you just improve one thing at a time for months on end, oh my goodness, you're going to look back and just think about how far you've come. And it's pretty amazing too for me, and for you guys too as well, just thinking about where you started and just sticking to the path and realizing that if you just stick to something for long enough, you're going to get good at it. Compound interest is going to start to happen in real time. You're going to start closing way more clients with less effort, and everything is just going to flow. It's just surrendering and flow. And once the 2 combine, it's just going to take off like a rocket ship, because getting started is the hardest thing, but staying in motion is quite easy. And again, guys, thinking about different things like how can I make my customers feel more appreciated and important throughout the process and deserved? How can I make my service delivery a lot better? How can I make my sales funnel a lot better? Everything on the back end, front ends, and just think about these things every single day. Just put the hours in, because again, when you stay in something for long enough, the results are going to come. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. You can make money in pretty much any way. People are making money in the most amazing ways possible, ways of making money you've never even heard of. But it's because they stuck for something long enough. And don't switch niches, don't keep jumping around, just stick with one thing and just focus on that like an animal. Don't get fed up too if you're not seeing results. And I get it, and it's hard, right? I spent the first 3.5 months of my company with having made over $1,000. Not enough to be like, yo, SMMA is sick, let's freaking keep this going. That sucked. That really sucked. But you stick with something long enough, and looking back now, it really does feel like a blur, and everything just happens so quickly, but in the most amazing way possible if you just are dedicated and disciplined and have the right intentions. Because if you don't really have pain pushing you or going towards a why or your goal, then you're going to run dry, and it's going to feel kind of stale, and you're going to run stagnant, and it's going to just not work, and you're going to keep doing this endless loop of jumping business models, jumping niches. But circling back to the point of this video, and just a quick video, drop some gems on, sending them personalized things, how to retain clients, how to manage them, and just being as honest and open as possible. And the value I'd like for you guys to take away is just be pure, stay with something long enough, focus on one niche, one offer for a long time, just figure out how can I make this better, learn from others. And if you treat your clients with the highest service delivery in all parts of the company, then they're going to start to refer you, and things can just take off like a wildfire. And it's really amazing what you can do if you just shut up and work. So I hope you guys got some value from this. It's just quick, short, and I want to just drop as many gems as possible. But start sending personalized notes to your clients. It's going to be so much better for them to stay with you, as opposed to just being easy to let you go. So I hope that helps, and I will see you in the next